Welcome to the Kanto Chronicles, where we test all 151 Pokemon to see if they can clear Gen 1. Before we get into whose contestant is, let's go over our grading scale real quick. Green means they can win, yellow means they may struggle, but still beat the Elite Four, and red means they can't win it. It's Squirtle's time to shine. Here's our stat breakdown. Nothing's really that great except for his defensive capabilities, and even then, they're leaving something to be desired. We only have about a 50 special stat in Gen 1, so we're really going to struggle in terms of decent damage. Quick recap on the rules: I can only use Squirtle in battle, HM Pokemon are excluded, as far as Overworld. Items and save editing is allowed, and if he clears, everyone in his line wins. Highlights only, check the description for the proof video. Let's get into this. Our first battle with Saiyan actually didn't go as bad as I thought it would, just because I figured we'd be slower. We actually hit a couple good tackles, but we get hit with a pretty rough critical hit, and we still win simply because we went first, even after a grapple. Time to move on to Route 2. After some grinding to get me up to about level 14, just so I have some decent moves to go up against Brock and save me time grinding against bugs in Viridian Forest, we take down Pidgey spamming Bubble. I use Bubble on Bulbasaur to drop its speed a bit, so it doesn't hit us potentially with Vine Whip before we can even do anything. Leech Seed could be a problem, but 2 tackles finish the job. Time to move on to Brock. I think Brock was honestly easier with Squirtle than he was with Bulbasaur. It's just a couple of bubbles and we do the job. Easy. We fight our rival before we take on the Cerulean Gym, and he sends out Pidgeotto. We hit Bite for some serious damage, and eventually a third Bite finishes Pidgeotto. Abra's not a problem, just a single Bite does the job. Rattata, Bite nearly puts it in range. Then we finish it with another one. Bulbasaur gets bit twice and we win. Misty wasn't Charmander easy, where it was just spamming Slash, but we hit a couple of bites on Staryu to put it in range, finish it with another one, even after getting hit with a critical hit. Bite on Starmie, it uses an X-Defend, another one put it in yellow. Third one, you get it close to red, fourth one gets it in red, and we finish it with a fifth one. This rival fight's a complete non-issue thanks to us having Body Slam. We end up one-shotting or two-shotting just about everything. Try to learn Skull Bash, which is a garbage move. It takes 2 turns and does no damage. Kadabra's not that hard. Again, just a single-shot Body Slam thanks to bad defense. Bulbasaur gets paralyzed, and then we finish it with another one. Easy job. Surge would make me sweat if we didn't have Dig. We end up body slamming Voltorb for a one-shot. It sends out Pikachu. We use Dig before we're even faster. He wastes a turn on X speed. Raichu hits us with a pretty damaging Thunderbolt, but we hit Dig for a one-shot. Easy. Time to fight our favorite wannabe Godfather. We end up hitting Hydro Pump on Onix for an easy one-shot. Ice Beam on Rhyhorn for an easy win, and then Kangaskhan eats a couple Ice Beams for his trouble. Easy. Erica was what I expected Surge would be. We hit Body Slam on Victory Bell, it hits Razor Leaf on a crit to do some massive damage. It sends out Tangela, who's just going to be annoying with binding moves like Constrict and Wrap and everything that I hate about Gen 1. We only get locked for 1 turn before a one-shot Ice Beam does the job. Out comes Vileplume, and it uses Mega Drain to get some decent damage off, but we finish it with another Ice Beam. Not too bad. Pokemon Tower wasn't too hard. Everything went down in 1 to 2 hits. Ice Beam on Pidgeotto does the job. We actually get a lucky freeze here on Gyarados and finish it with a Body Slam. Out comes Growlithe, which we try to hit with Hydro Pump and then we miss. But another one-shots it. He's gone easy. Body Slam on Kadabra does the job, and then Ivysaur comes out and gets one shot with Ice Beam. Really not that hard. Koga, like most challenges, are just pretty solid, straightforward, simple. Hit everything with Dig until we run out of power points. Muck is actually so bulky that it takes 2 of them just barely to do the job. Out comes Coughing again, it's another one-shot, pretty simple. Wheezing comes out, and this is where we actually have to swap our strategy. It wastes a couple turns doing an X attack, then finish it with Surf. Really not that hard. Silphco Rival Fight caps off one of my least favorite segments of Gen 1 playthroughs. Pidgeot's a little bit more bulky, so it doesn't go down immediately. It lowers our accuracy, which could make things a little bit more difficult, but we still end up managing to beat it. We freeze Gyarados again. It really isn't its lucky day, honestly. It's just easy. Body Slam finishes it. Growlithe gets one shot by a Surf. I don't understand why he put that on his team. We take some decent damage off a Psybeam, miss a Body Slam, and Confusion does more than I thought it would. Out comes Venusaur, and I consider that we may need to heal real quick. I hit an Ice Beam for most of its life points. Vine Whip surprisingly doesn't kill us, but we finish with an Ice Beam. Giovanni proves he's learned nothing, and we end up beating Nidorino with a Dig. Everything else on his team just gets Ice Beamed slowly. Kangaskhan doesn't even do anything, it just wastes a turn using a Guard Spec. Rhyhorn barely even gets to do anything. Ice Beam one-shots. Nidoqueen had a chance to do something and just critical hits us with Scratch. And then we win. Easy. Sabrina could be threatening with her Psychic types doing decent damage. Psybeam does pretty decent damage on Squirtle, but we one-shot Kadabra with Body Slam. We paralyze Mr. Mime with a Body Slam. Nearly take it out with a second one. We get confused thanks to confusion. Hit ourselves once, but finish it with Surf. Venomoth comes out, and this one just kind of stalls us. I pop a heal initially because I feel like I'm in range. It paralyzes us with Stun Spore just to be annoying. Psybeam chips away at our health, and then it swaps to Leech Life for some reason. I guess just to get its health back. Few unlucky turns of paralysis hit us, but we finish it with Ice Beam. Alakazam comes out and we're paralyzed. We hit with Dig for half its health. We get paralyzed when we try to go for it again. Psywave really hurts us, but we put it in range with another Dig. I use our only full restore, and she heals up with a Hyper Potion. Body Slam and Bad Eye gets us the win. Pretty okay. Blaine was honestly easier than Brock. Everything on his team just went down to Surf, and he even used a Super Potion on Rapidash when it came out, when it was at full health. That's Gen 1 AI for you. Time to move on. Giovanni, I'm coming for you. Giovanni was an absolute joke. 8th gym leader? Seriously? Everything on his team went down to Surf, and he only tried to hit us with a Growl on Dugtrio simply because he was faster. Again, you can see the footage here. Everything went down to one Surf. Even the Nidos, which I didn't expect. What a joke. Final rival fight before the champion actually took us quite a few tries and a little bit of extra grinding off camera. If you want to see all that, you can check the proof video. It uses a potion on Pidgeot after getting frozen with an Ice Beam. Why are you using potions in the end game, dude? That makes no sense. Ice Beam does a little bit less on Gyarados, but we get it close to range. It lowers our defenses with Leer, and we finish that with a Body Slam. Growlithe, I don't understand why this dude's still using Growlithe. He could have gone to Celadon and very easily picked up a Firestone. It's really not that hard, dude. It's like floor 3 and like maybe a couple thousand Pokédollars. We go for Dig on Alakazam, end up about half of its health, and then I'm just kind of wasting a few turns here trying to heal up because I feel like it's going to hit me pretty bad with some serious damage, but it wastes a turn due to Reflect, and then out comes Venusaur. This one hurt. We hit Ice Beam, but it leaves us with 8 health on a critical hit Razor Leaf and finish it with another one. Elite Four didn't take as long as Bulbasaur did, and I dropped the window here because of Bulbasaur and its flashing effects. I really didn't want to have any sort of photosensitive problems going into this one, so if anyone maybe has trouble seeing the window, I'm sorry, but I'd rather be safe. We hit a couple Surfs on Cloyster to finish the job, even a lucky critical hit that does most of its health. Out comes Slowbro, and this guy's not too dangerous, he's just stalling. He hits us with Water Gun. Why are you running Water Gun again? You're literally the final gauntlet before the champion. You're running Water Gun. Dude, Surf was readily available. Did you not go through the Safari Zone? Jinx was pretty simple due to bad physical defense. A couple digs end up getting us the win, and out comes Lapras. This one was just annoying. I hate Confusion just as much as the next guy, and we actually hit ourselves 3 times in a row due to bad rolls, and I swapped to Surf for okay neutral damage if my type effectiveness is correct. I end up healing during Confusion because I don't trust myself. I feel like I'm going to end up taking myself out before Lapras even does the job. We end up getting lucky and it hits us with Body Slam. No paralysis, amazingly, and we Surf for the win. Alright, listen up everybody, and I'll let you in on a little secret on how to beat Bruno. You ready? Here we go. Just smash the A button, pick your best move, and you might, if luck is on your side now, you might win the fight. Everything here goes down to Surf or Dig. It's really not that hard, but I also used my little cheat code, so you can say that I cheated the run if you want. Machamp was the only one that I was kind of worried about thanks to submission, but it misses anyway, and our little cheat got us the win. Here we go, moving on. Agatha, good rule of thumb, if you can't dig it, Ice Beam it. We end up taking some decent damage thanks to Nightshade, but everything else on the team minus her annoying Golbat goes down to Dig. It's pretty easy. Haunter is just frustrating. It sacrifices Arbok for a few extra seconds to save its skin. We end up taking everything down with Dig, including a Gengar that hits us with Toxic, which could be threatening, but we one-shot win. So you know the rule of thumb I gave you on Agatha about how if you can't dig it, Ice Beam it? Yeah, that was pretty much the same rule here, except for if you can't Ice Beam it, just body slam it. This guy's a bird keeper, he's a breeze anyway. We take down Gyarados with a couple Ice Beams and a Body Slam. Dragonair is a complete non-issue thanks to Ice Beam. One-shotting everything. Aerodactyl, I thought I was going to hit with Ice Beam. It uses Takedown, putting us even in a better spot. Finish it with Surf, one-shot, pretty simple. Out comes Dragonite, and we hit that with an Ice Beam. Pretty easy win. Rival is consistently the only thing that gives me problems here. It goes for Sky Attack, and I nearly one-shot Pidgeot with Ice Beam. Go for, I believe, Body Slam to finish that off. Alakazam hits with Psybeam, but we end up Body Slamming it and critical hitting it to get the win after a couple Body Slams. One shot Rhydon with Surf, pretty easy. 4 times effectiveness will do that to you. Ice Beam on Gyarados. Dragon Rage hurts for 40 damage. It's threatening early game, but not late game. I heal up on the turn where it uses Hyper Beam just to make sure we're safe for the next couple fights. And then I hit a couple more Body Slams to finally finish it off after paralyzing it. Arcanine comes out complete non-issue with Surf. He's a joke. And then out comes Venusaur. This one threatened me quite a bit. We get an unlucky roll on Razor Leaf that leaves us with 13, but we finish with Body Slam. We win. Squirtle joins the starter elite whenever he claims our 3rd gold medal. So this one was actually pretty fun. I would have played around a little bit more with things that maybe do set like specific damage, like Seismic Toss or some other stuff. Just early game, not super late stage, just for a little bit of extra coverage maybe. The next one, you probably won't be hearing me, you might be hearing Saiyan do the voiceover when he sees if he can take on Pokemon Red with only a Caterpie. Be sure to stay tuned for that one, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.